In this video we're going to look at how to expand brackets involving surds. So to expand brackets involving surds, just remember two things. One, expanded brackets is the same as always, so you multiply what's inside by the term outside. And two, the laws of surds. So for instance, if you've got root A times root B, it'll be equal to root AB. And also if you've got root A times root A, so surd, say multiplied by the same surd, you're going to get A, because you get the square root of A squared, which is A. So, root 5 times 2, well that's two lots of root 5, so that's 2 root 5. And then root 5 times root 3, well that's going to be 5 times 3 is 15, so it's going to be root 15. Root 15, it's not divisible, 15 is not divisible by any square numbers, so you can't simplify that, so your answer would just be 2 root 5 plus root 15. And we're going to expand root 2 bracket 1 minus root 2. So root 2 times 1 would be root 2. And root 2 times root 2, well that's going to be equal to 2, because root 2 times root 2 is root 4, and the square root of 4 is 2. Or you look at this law, root A times root A is A, so root 2 times root 2 is going to be 2. So the answer would be root 2 minus 2. This time we're going to expand and simplify. 2 root 5 bracket 3 root 2 plus root 5. Okay, so we're going to expand this. So, 2 root 5 times 3 root 2. So 2 times 3 is 6. And root 5 times root 2 is root 10. Then plus 2 root 5 times root 5, well we're going to get 2. And then root 5 times root 5 is going to be 5. So that's 2 times 5. So you could have also written 2 times root 25, because root 5 times root 5 is root 25, but the square root of 25 is 5. So you're going to get 6 root 10 plus 10. If you want to, you could factorize it, simplify it, but that's fine as it is. This time we're going to expand two brackets, so just going to use FOIL as before. So 2 times 3, so 2 times 3 is going to be 6. 2 times root 5 would then be plus 2 root 5. Root 3 times 3 would be plus root 3 times 3 is 3 root 3. And finally root 3 times root 5 would be plus root 15. And that's it. This time we're going to expand root 5 plus 1 all squared. So whenever you've got a bracket all squared, remember you're multiplying the bracket by itself. What I tend to do is, just as whenever I'm first of all getting quite good at these, or while I'm practicing them to begin with, I would write the bracket out twice like so, because you do multiply the bracket by itself. So then you use FOIL. Root 5 times root 5 is 5. Root 5 times 1 would be plus root 5. 1 times root 5 would be plus root 5, and 1 times 1 is 1. And then just simplify this, so we have got root 5 plus root 5 would be 2 root 5, and 5 plus 1, so 5 plus 1 is 6, and root 5 plus root 5 would be plus, well, 2 lots of root 5, so 2 root 5. So this time we're going to expand, and I've chosen these brackets carefully. 5 plus root 3, 5 minus root 3. So if I had 5 plus root 3, this is called its conjugate, okay? So you've got the same terms, but then instead of a plus sign, you've got a minus sign, okay? So let's expand these brackets. So 5 times 5 would be 25. 5 times minus root 3 would be minus 5 root 3. Root 3 times 5 would be plus 5 root 3. And finally, root 3 times minus root 3 was going to be minus, and root 3 times root 3 would then be 3. Okay, so you remember root 3 times root 3 is 3, and a positive times a negative is a negative, so minus root 3. Notice here we can do some simplifying. 25 take away 3 is 22. Minus 5 root 3 plus 5 root 3, well that's going to be 0. So the answer would just be 22.